Morning, guys. We're back. Koco, the gym guy here. We're going to work on some basketball skills. A lot of dribbling, all right, just to start out to see what you can do. All right, we can do this inside if you have permission with a basketball. We do have another ball. All right, I got a playground ball. I got a kickball here. If it bounces, we can dribble it, right? If we can bounce it, we can dribble it. So we're just going to work with the basketball here. And we're really just trying to work on our dominant and our opposite hand. So I'm a left-handed person. I actually write with my left hand, but I'm a dominant righty. All right, so most of the sports, my overhand throw, I'm a stronger dribbler. I bat right-handed. So I'm a dominant righty. All right, but I'm not going to talk about right and left. I'm going to talk about dominant and opposite. So dominant hand's the hand you right with, and it's the hand that you're the best with. All right, you're the better dribbler, the better shooter. All right, and again, it's probably because it's the one you use the most. All right, your opposite hand, all right, is the one that you still need some practice with. You still need some work. All right, you're not as good with your dominant, but it's a work in progress, right? So that's what we're trying to do with dominant and opposite. So now that you got that, we're going to simple dribble. All right. Do you have a ball that's going to bounce high enough for you to be successful when you dribble? I don't know, so here's how you can test it out, okay? All right, you can hold it just above your head, all right? And it should bounce to at least your waist, okay? This one's got maybe a little too much air, but that's okay. I'm going to adjust, all right? If we take our kickball here and we try the exact same thing, it should bounce, there you go, to our waist, all right? Because if it bounces too high, if it bounces too low, we're going to have difficulty controlling our dribble. So, again, I'm going to go back with the basketball, and all I'm going to do is drop and catch it from my chest, about chest high. We did this in class yesterday, okay? I'm just going to drop and catch it, all right? And all we're working on is our tracking. Can we follow it? Can we catch it? All right, did that 5 times. We were successful. Nice job. Way to go. And again, if you don't have permission to dribble in the house, don't dribble in the house. Okay? Go out to the garage. Go down to the basement. Go out to the sidewalk. Got to put your coat on. Got to put your boots on maybe. But you can go to the sidewalk. You can go to, if you have a flat driveway, you can dribble. Okay? Be careful of ice though. So now we're going to work on my dominant and my opposite dribbling. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold the ball in one hand. I'm going to drop it, and then I'm going to catch it. But I'm going to catch it with one hand. Okay? I'm going to drop it and catch it with one hand. And I'm going to do this with my opposite hand too. So there's 5. And what we want to be able to do is to track it, to watch it, see it move with our eyes, and that way we can keep our eye-hand coordination improving. All right, so now we're going to drop. But this time when we catch it, we're going to flip our hand over to put our hand on top, and we're going to push it down. But then we're going to catch each time. So we're not dribbling just yet. All right? It's a drop, catch, and push. A drop, catch, and then push it down. So it looks like a dribble, but we're catching it each time. And this would be a double dribble in basketball, so don't do this. But again, we're just working on our skills, right? So I'm going to drop, catch, then I'm going to push, drop, and catch. Push, drop, and catch. All right, now I'm going to do opposite. One more. And the ball is bouncing about my waist, where my shorts would start or where I would have a belt. That'd be funny if you were wearing a belt during basketball, though, right? But hey, maybe you play basketball at recess and you wear jeans and you have a belt on. So makes sense, right? Makes sense. So now we're going to actually try and dribble the ball. We're going to continually push the ball down. So if we push it down, it'll bounce back up. And when it bounces up, we push it down again. Okay? It's really just an extension of our arms. We're going to straighten our arm just a little bit, and then we're going to flick our wrist down towards the ground, okay? The opposite, remember when we did volleyball settings? We went up. Now we actually want to It's like we're waving. We want to wave at the ball as it goes bye-bye and then it comes back. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to push and dribble. We're going to do it 5 times with my dominant hands. Okay, here we go. I'm going to cross over. I'm going to do it with my opposite hand. Okay, so that's simple dribbling. All right, but if you can't yet catch, you might have difficulty with the dribble. But hey, work on it. All right, that's why we're doing this. Right, that's why we're doing this. So now I'm going to try and cross over in front. All right, so I'm going to bring the ball from my dominant side to my opposite side, and then my opposite side back to my dominant. So it's almost going to look like there's a V in front of us. All right, we're going to stand still. We could move, but it's really stationary. And I'm going to start over here. And as we get better, we'll be able to look straight ahead and then still see the ball on the lower part of our vision, all right, like our peripheral vision. We can see things on the outside, all right, on the side of us, okay? But we don't want to look down at the ball, because if you look down, what if I'm looking down and dribbling and we're playing basketball, all my teammates are open and I could pass to, but I don't see them, all right? So we want to be able to look straight ahead and dribble. And if you do this in the camera or do this in front of a mirror, it will help you because you can see it. And then you get away from the mirror, all right, because you don't want to break a mirror. And then you get away from the mirror, don't use the mirror anymore. You'll be able to slowly build that vision, all right, where you can cross over. All right, we can get down a little bit lower. We can go back and forth. You can dribble high and let the ball roll a little bit in your hand. Okay, so pretty basic stuff. One last thing before we go. I want you to sit down on the ground, and I want you to start to dribble, and I want you to try and stand up, and then I want you to dribble with the opposite hand, and I want you to sit down, keeping the ball bouncing, dribbling the whole time. So let's see if I can do it, okay? I'm going to put the ball down. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to try and dribble with my right hand and stand up, my dominant. And then I'm going to dribble with my opposite hand, my left hand, and I'm going to sit down, okay? So let's see if I can do this. And keep my dribble going. I don't know, I'm having trouble. Think I'm going to be able to do it? That's it. We did it. Okay, there's a couple dribbling drills for you. You can work on them at home. Again, make sure you have permission. If you're dribbling in the house, go to the garage, go to the basement, go outside. Be careful of the ice. All right. Bye, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you later.